Welcome back to episode 2 of Rimworld Medieval Modded, our series where we play Rimworld with no technology practically. Anyways, from the last episode, we practically finished the wall to almost completion. I do have some, I might want to change it up a bit stronger, but it's fine for the moment. And the main thing is, our beets are ready to harvest. Look at that. Guabare, I think, is the right person for the job. Yes. Definitely the right person for the job. And that'll be a very nice thing to have for us. Well, we finally got the chessboard working, the Game of board working, so hopefully our recreation on our colonists is going to be at a decent amount. Solitary, dexterity, and then cerebral will be great. It's recommending 3 types recreation at this moment, so we have 3 types, and low expectation. It's going to be good. We need to make sure we can store these beets. Spoils in 30 days, that's not too bad. I might have to increase our storage situation. Okay, so as usual, we get ourselves an event with no benefit to us, but also no detriment to us. That's good to see. So we're going to send them away till we get, I guess, better beds and stuff. Okay, Roar is fully healed. And he still has a scar, but he's looking good. Now, I think he's going to go hunting. That's good. As our food stocks are actually not too bad. But we do need to keep working on it. And an earthquake has just started. Thank goodness it's over here and not close to us. It's probably just going to hurt a lot of rocks and stuff. Okay, so I did forget, but I did just remember. We had a request for a name of a colonist to be added, and I think we can rename Roar out here to Velo. So welcome, Velo, as our dedicated miner. His title is Warrior. Very nice. Definitely good at fighting, constructing, mining, and as a backup cook, I guess. Croyo should be the main cook as far as I think at the moment. Actually, Crocodile's really good too. It doesn't really matter too much who cooks. We've got multiple options for cooking, but yeah, definitely the main miner will be Velo now, because of that beautiful 20% mining yield, 20% speed. So lovely. Welcome to the team. We have another news of peace between 2 nations. That's very nice. Might make our lives easier. Velo has a bit of a major break risk at the moment. Let's hope he does alright. Our living conditions aren't the best for everybody, and he's actually really tired and hungry. Let's hope we can fix that. Let's consume some beets. I know it's raw food. Where's Croyo? He's sleeping at the moment. It would be nice if he actually focused on his cooking a bit more. And we also have some apparel. Nope, that's deterioration. Some free dog leather animal clothes. Oh! That's interesting. We can put it on our dogs. And we get a free guinea pig fur hood. Very interesting. We have also now finished smithing with our research. Very nice. I think we should work on either a bit more combat efficiency. I mean, smithing does get us pretty far. But we kind of really want to get bees going soon. So we should probably at least get basic Yeah, I'm thinking basic beekeeping. It's pretty quick to get, and the benefits is we're starting to get honey and cook things with honey and allow things to be preserved for longer, and then we get free beeswax for building and stuff like that. So that'll be a nice benefit to us. And then we can move on to some more better weapons. Alright, so we have a slight problem that we are running out of space, and we need to sort of build better locations for things, and we're going to work on that. And the first step to that is food. So I'm going to be moving the butcher's table, the fueled stove, and adding a sushi prep table at the moment to this area. Trying to make this like the food storehouse because it's so close to all the food. And it sort of fits nicely into this little area here. So hopefully that'll work out nicely. And we're putting steel tiles on the floor because steel tiles give a 0.2 cleanliness, which is the best that we can do at the moment. Yeah, there's not much else that works for floors. Wooden floors don't do anything. Sandstone and all that's too much effort, and it doesn't do it as well. We've got bone, but bone doesn't give a cleanliness factor, sadly. Neither does beeswax. So steel seems to be at the moment until we can get sterile tiles, which will help us not to get food poisoning, which fortunately, I don't think we actually have had it yet, which is really nice to see. Oh no. Octave has the plague. That's practically a death sentence. That's very unfortunate. Let's try and treat him to our best ability, but I really don't think we can save him. Especially in the early game, if you get the plague, that's basically a death sentence. We also have a mod that is contaminable diseases or something, which allows the disease to spread a lot easier, so we're really going to have to make sure we keep Octave away from everyone else. Okay, Caribou Revenge. That's not good. Mr. Velo, please. Please kill it. Come on. Come on, he's so close to dying. Nice. You only got a bruise, you'll be fine. Oh no, you killed a pregnant one. Oh no. Sadly, I don't think that gives us more meat or anything fancy. It just hurts our conscience. Guabare is making some nice progress on the kitchen. And hopefully it'll be done soon. And hopefully we can get some more treatments for Octave. We'll have to find who is the doctor. I think it is Crocodile? No, Green's the doctor, that's right. Please look after him. %. Immunity versus 5% immunity, 6.5% disease. If the disease beats the immunity, he dies. If the immunity beats the disease, he doesn't die. So we'll have to watch that and see how it goes. I don't have high hopes, but let's hope our doggy doesn't die. Interesting. Wow. The dog has really good immunity. Octave is probably going to survive. His immunity's at 27, the plague's at 25. Huh. And here I was worried. The tending expires in 1.8 days, can be tended to in 1.7. So he's going to probably make it through with just the 27% tend quality. Which is, I mean, pretty decent for early game colonists. But wow, I didn't expect the dog to survive. He does better than humans. Humans really don't survive the plague that well. Nice! And we have our first main quest available to us now. Just popped up, and let's see what it is. Caravans are being harassed by 6 manhunting woolly cows. Draw them from the caravans. They'll be arriving in 19 hours. Interesting. With the medieval start, and with this storyteller, it locks all of us to get any fancy technologies, but quests and I think traders might still be able to sell you higher technologies. So I don't want to break the game, but if we get a couple of nice late game things, we might use them. The other really cool thing is there's a great bow that's masterworked. 21 damage at 30 range. That's pretty good. Plus being happy with them, even though they're neutral. Glitterworld Medicine is really overpowered, but I think it's a waste on us at the moment. The Shield Pack. Yeah, I think that's a temporary thing. It's not gonna last. It'll save us from maybe like one fight, and I don't think it's worth it. I think a great work bow, masterwork, plus the relations will bring these guys to trade with us more often. We'll do it. And that'll be our first major quest. Now, the trick is surviving. So we'll hold open the doors and let all the manhunting things come into here, and we'll just shoot them at a safe distance. Sounds good. And we have basic beekeeping. Very, very nice to have. The kitchen's slowly coming along because Gurabare is taking his time. But other than that, Octave is 76% immunity, 67% plague. He is easily going to get through this. We just need to make sure that there's no diseases around him. So we're going to do a quick clean. I guess it's just clean room here. Yep, good. Just to make sure there's no diseases around. But with our basic beekeeping, we now have the ability to do bees. I do believe it's just the basic bee houses that we'll work with at the moment. Probably make bone bee houses because we've got so many bones. Now with bee houses, what they do is they can increase the yield of plants around them, as well as produce honey, honeycombs, and eventually breed and mutate and get really cool bees. But for the moment, we're just going to do basic bees, and we're going to do probably just the 2. Yeah, like that. There we go. So just 2 bee houses to start us off. And we'll have to make a little bee house, a bee room as well. Man, we've got so many rooms we need. But the way you start bees is on the maps, as long as you're in a safe temperature type zone, not like tundra or anything too hot, you'll find bee hives around the map. There is red hives and yellow hives. If I can find a yellow hive. There's a lot of red ones on at the moment. But there are definitely yellow ones. Wherever you find red ones, you'll find yellow ones. So red ones are temperament or tempered. And yellow ones are mild. Oh, there's a kangaroo. I'm not going crazy. There's a yellow one. Okay, so the trick is you harvest the tree so you can get the bees out of them. Oh, there's another one. Nice. So we got plenty of bees. And they'll just slowly produce honey for you. So we'll get enough of those, and once this invasion of woolly cows is done, we're set. Oh, I totally forgot to add another research task. Right, so the main thing we need now is, we don't desperately need bee breeding. We're not super desperate for doing that. We can't actually get bee hybridization, which is really unfortunate. But we don't need bee breeding, we don't need any of that. We do need more weapons. Swimming pools and plumbing sounds pretty cool too. We could do toilets and stuff. But not fancy toilets. We should probably work on the heavy crossbow. Going into a great bow and heavy crossbow. definitely want to get our weapons from range to the best that we can, and then maybe work on some more melee weapons. So we'll do that. And it finally happened. It took 19 in-game hours, which is actually a lot longer than you think. But the man-hunting woolly cows have entered the area, driven by Scaria, which I do believe makes them impossible to eat once you've killed them. Yeah, they instantly rot as soon as they die. They can be cured through a special operation, but you must down them. If kills the host in about 5 days after the infection, because it's like a poisonous disease. That's pretty bad. And they don't get any meat or leather. So this is not the most beneficial fight for us, but we might as well just save our colonists. So let's do it. Okay, so Gurabari has finished almost finished the kitchen. Velo, let's get out here with your ranged weapon. Crocodile does not. Gurabari has a Pila, so we'll put you out here as well. And green as well. And hopefully the cows come to where we want them to go. If we open ourselves through the door just for a second, the AI will notice it, and the cows will come towards us this way. So please come this way, cows. There we go. There we go. Gotta be nice and safe. And wow, these cows go down pretty quickly. Our colonists are actually pretty decent to start. Oh! Hit right in the brain with a short bow. That's an insta-kill. That is rough. So we'll just move back again, provoke them. And manhunting animals usually don't break down walls that easily. And just constantly baiting them in and out through embrasures is just the best way to go. Oh, the Pila just comes in. Brain destroyed. Gurabari with a Pila straight through the head again. And then we just gotta bait them back in. Come on. Also, I think this one's gonna die in 5 hours. Yep, there we go. This one's probably going to die soon as well. It's got asthma. That's not good for a cow. And then 6 hours, this one's going to die too. Sweet. Got a bit of a graveyard here. Nice. And that's our colonist saved. And that's actually the quest done as well. And we're going to get an amazing bow from it. Oh, this is such a good place. Such a good quest to do. Anyways, let's get back to work. And the quest is complete, and here is our transport pod. There it is. It said it was here. It's actually not too far away from where we asked for things to be transported to, so that's so nice to see. 21 damage on a bone masterwork great bow. That's actually pretty decent. Let's check the bows that we do have. Because we have a short bow. 11 damage. That's already twice the damage of the short bow. And a Pila has short range, but does more damage. And with less accuracy. And with more of a cooldown. Man, it takes so much longer to shoot a Pila. I mean, it's like a javelin, so you kind of make sense. And then, yeah, basic short bow. So it's definitely a nice addition to the team. Who's got the best? Gurabari has the best. And there we go. I guess crocodile can have the Pila. Now that looked like a bit of a glitch to me. We just butchered one of the scarier cows and just got beef from it. Huh, but the other ones all have scaria and can't be butchered because they're rotting. Maybe we just got a lucky break on one of them. But the kitchen's operational, and that is a good sign. Hunting's going, food is doing really well. We've got so much meals. And yeah, I think the party is on their way to becoming a decent tribe. Oh no, Bonfire's infected with the plague? Again? No, 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 it was the other one. Disease got spreaded. Did we not clean up after him? There's plague animal germs on the ground. Oh, we didn't clean it. Oh dear. Looks like we have to do it. We'll have to take care of him. Okay, so we got a 37% this time on the tend. And seeing as how well the healing from our previous dog did, I think we might actually survive the plague this time. But before we go about doing all this, we're going to clean up all the disease that's on the floor. Because if you see on the bottom left there, plague animal germs times 5. That's bad. And now it's times 0. Okay, so we need to keep on top of that, or else the plague's going to keep spreading. And we don't want more plague. Oh man, we keep getting so many visitors. I don't know why so many people want to visit such a tribal colony like ours. I mean, we have food now. I think the next thing we need to sort of work on is living quarters. The tents are all nice to have indoors, but I think we should actually start building some sort of living environment for our people to be a bit happier, have separate rooms, and maybe some guests eventually, but not today. Well, since we have a ton of horses in the area, we should actually start trying to tame them. It's going to be very helpful if we can, mainly because the advanced trainability is just so nice to have. They're pretty easy to tame because we have so many beats, and the minimum handling skill is only a 4. And they have a carrying capacity of 150, which is actually pretty decent. And if we get too many of them, if we keep breeding animals, which is a great way to make money, we can just sell them off for 550 bucks. So we'll do it. No way. Woolly mammoths just wandered in. Out of nowhere. I mean, one of them's got asthma. I was only just checking it, and they've got a 10% chance of fighting upon... yeah, having problems. I said horses are great, but woolly mammoths have a 294 carrying capacity. But on failing to tame, there's a 10% revenge chance. And I think that's going to be increased because of our difficulty, so... for the moment, that's way too risky. But I'd so love to get a mammoth. If they stick around long enough and we get a bit stronger, we might be able to do it. But for the moment, it's a bit too much. Right, so that took me a little bit too long, but at least I'm happy with the design. These look like really nice rooms for our colonists. Unfortunately, they look really empty at the moment because we don't have any researches done. We need to do plumbing and maybe eventually septic tanks. We need basic furniture, complex furniture, and maybe even artisan if we want to be fancy. But for the moment, we only just have beds. And with latrines, I really think we can't get to toilets, which is really painful. Because to get to toilets, you need modern bathroom fixtures, which is locked behind modern tech. So we might just have to live with toilets at the moment. We can get bathtubs and sewerage outlets and kitchen sinks and basins, which is going to be really helpful. So we might just have to do latrines temporarily. Yeah, we might just have to. And we can always plumb it out later. It should be fine. But basically, a miniature bathroom and a nice-sized bedroom with a spot for artwork, which would be really nice. And it's a pretty decent size. As long as you have a stall door inside your room, your colonists will be happy to go to the toilet. And it's just makes it like a miniature bathroom, and they'll be fine. And the other best part is, stall doors don't count as a different room. That's the most important thing. Because if you put basic doors, like the normal doors in Rimworld, as a part of your toilet, whilst your colonist is taking a bath or washing their hands or going to the toilet, they're going to get the negative emotions of being cramped in a small space. Stall doors don't count towards that, so it counts it as a gigantic room even with the stall door in there, which is why I think that's such an amazing addition to the mod. And yeah, that's what we're going to go with. This is a nice little tileable sort of build, and we'll try and move it around here and maybe around the sides, but we can only make 3 at the moment because of our space, but we'll get there and it'll be nice. I'm trying to do a bit of research into figuring out the floors. We've got lots of bones, so bone floor sounds great because they're not flammable. That's the main reason I'm going bone. It's a little morbid, but it looks cool. But I kind of want to go with bone china because it has a beauty modifier, and that really, really helps for people being happy. But I'm not entirely sure. I have to quickly double check the mod itself, because to get bone ash, I think you have to burn bones on a fire, but I'll have to look into that. Anyways, I'm super keen on this, and super keen on our colonists doing well. I'm going to have to build some sort of bee house, bee workshop in the middle of here, probably where this used to be. But yeah, we'll just keep going with what we got for the moment. Well, there we have our answer. Bone ash is super fancy to make. Instead of just putting it in a campfire, you have to put it through a crematorium. That's rough. And very expensive. Well, that's not happening anytime soon. Well, we'll just have to settle for basic bones. Sounds good to me. Oh dear. Luckily that's only 2 enemies, but we are now getting raided by the Moose clan. That's a funny clan to be a part of. As usual, they're medieval, which is awesome. He's got very basic armor on and a steel heavy mace. And the other one is... No, that's not it. It's this guy. He's got a throwing axe. And he looks really cool. Heavy sleep germaphobe, wash more frequently than normal, that is perfectly fine. Ascetic means he hates happy things and fancy things. That's pretty cool. He's actually pretty decent. If we can get him on board, that would be nice. Whereas this guy, tough. Oh, that's going to be hard to take him down. And he's a good cook. Oh, they're both great additions except for Pyromancer. Pyromaniac is a bit tricky because they start fires when things happen. But if we build our base out of metal, we have the great mod that means metal doesn't burn. So we don't have to worry too much about Pyromaniac. And the fact that he's a great cook. We can actually have a dedicated cook now. Okay, let's try and win this. Velo, get home, please. Need to be safe. So Velo's here. Crocodile is... Yep, there we go. And let's hopefully take care of them without them storming our walls. Weirdly enough, they're not attacking just yet. So we should probably just not get these guys upset. Let them have some food, some water. And we'll come back to them when they actually attack. Okay, the Nord's people from the Moose Clan are beginning their assault. Let's deal with it. This is pretty weird. These guys are actually rapidly aging? Well, that's pretty bad. Maybe if we do have them join us, they might not last long. Yeah, they're not looking so great. That's unfortunate. Let's try and bait them. Please, don't go around the back. Come on. Don't attack our walls. Oh, here we go. I think we can take him outside of the place, yeah. Oh, in the torso. Great bow. The great bow is doing so well. Let's get the other guy. The trick is he dying? Oh yeah, he is dead. Okay, so then, yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's go get the next guy, and... well, at least you didn't have to worry about recruiting this one. Which is kind of sad. He was the really good cook. Okay, let's try and be safe here. We got a throwing weapon, so he's going to throw back at us. And he's probably going to do it really accurately as well. Unless we shoot him in the liver. Holy crap. You guys are doing amazing. And he's dead. Oh my goodness. Well, we get throwing axes, which is really, really crappy. But nicely done, boys. And girls. And we also have a caravan approaching from a war merchant. Very nice. From one of our allies? Galaba. Are they allied? Let's have a look. Factions with the circle. The Galaba kinship are... actually, yeah, friends of ours. Very nice. Let's see if they got anything good to trade. Okay, the traders are here, and Crocodile is our social person, so he is the best person to do this job. What do they got for us? Compound, recurve. Very interesting. Throwable torches. Can burn places. Kind of like a grenades. Pemmican. They've got mutated beavers and lynxes. Interesting. I think we can sell them the heavy mace because we're not going to use that. Wooden club. Steel Iqua maybe. I think we can sell this. No, we can probably make better steel Iquas because we now have smithing, which we should put some effort into soon. Other than that, there's not much that's really worth it. Yeah, I don't think we should buy from them. We should just stock up our money. Sounds good. And with that, I think that should do it for the episode today. Got ourselves some trading, got ourselves a kitchen working quite well. Our food supply is insane. We're at 78 meals. I mean, they're going to spoil soon, some of them. But that just means we can get more animals on our side. We can even increase the growing zone if we're on top of the food. Which we kind of are. We don't really need to worry about it. The bedrooms are almost made. And the doormats are almost made as well. It's looking really cool. And yeah, we're going to have to get the bees set up soon. We've defended against manhuntings, against raids. I think this tribe is coming along quite nicely, and I can't wait to start recruiting some new people. Uh, Unfortunately, those two oldies that we just killed got completely wrecked, so we might have to start using some blunt weapons or something. But also, something I'm super looking forward to in the future is some gunpowder weapons. Muskets and flintlocks. That's the highest tech we can get in terms of ranged weapons. But in all honesty, I think the crossbows might be a bit more reliable. So that's why we're going crossbows. But it'll be really cool to show off gunpowder weapons. Anyways, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch us in the next one. See yous.